So let's talk about, you executive produced the show. How did it all come about where you and Tanisha linked up and brought all these baddies back together again?
Oh, it was a hot rotisserie mess, like what Tanisha would say. We did not see eye to eye. We fought and had the internet in an uproar. I came on your show last and went in on Tanisha, like about the show before we even started filming. I wanted to bring the bad girls back. Tanisha was like, I want to bring them back, but I want to bring them back in a better way. But I'm like, girl, even if we were on a mother resort and island, we finna be fighting. Like, it doesn't matter where we are. Because her idea was, we'll go on vacation and we'll all have fun and we'll do yoga in the morning and meditation in the midday. Girl, these bitches will have a whole resort lit up, okay? Like, it doesn't matter.
And the fans, what I've grown to learn from the baddies, they don't want to see that. Like, these people, I have never seen a fan base be so rabid about wanting to see people beat each other up more than the baddies fan base. Is that accurate?
Yeah. It's accurate, and then they get mad when we do fight, and then they get mad if we don't fight. So it's almost just like, y'all just need to let us be us. It's because at the end of the day, like, we will fight over hair and makeup, but then if a bitch says some other stupid, crazy ass we'll be able to get past it. It's so up and down. It's so wishy-washy. It's too many girls in one club with so many different personalities. That's what the it is.
Yeah, big personalities at that. So speaking of big personalities, how do you and Tanisha coexist as baddies that everybody know and talk about, and two of the biggest baddies in the show, and then also as co-EPs working together?
Well, like I said, Tanisha and I
get confused. Like, do you guys like each other? Because sometimes I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either. Like, I'll be on my way to New York for her event that she's having, and I'm going to support. And while I'm boarding my flight, the bitch is like, and I hope she knows when she gets here, I with her, don't cut. I'm like, I don't even know what the is going on half the time. Like, I can't keep up. Every girl slides into each other's DMs and just starts messy ass drama. They'll say it's the fans, and it's really like, this bitch said something about her, told her I said this, said I did that, or she said this. It's like, it doesn't stop. It's literally a mess all the time.
Is Tanisha somebody that you trust? I mean, can you trust her?
I mean, I do like with Tanisha in the sense that, like, she might be the only one from the franchise that, like, when it comes down to the business side of it, we can see eye to eye.
Yeah, she does business.
I don't trust, after what I've been through with Baddies ATL and the recording conversation and the bitches just like making up unlimited like lies that I have never, I'm like, bro, you didn't went way too far. Now it's put me in a very awkward situation where like, I'm gonna have a hard time trusting a lot of these girls moving forward. Like, just in the sense of like, bitch, we cannot talk on the phone. We can't text. All of our conversations have to be through Zoom, record. Like, I just don't know what I'm getting with these bitches anymore. It's just crazy.
Well, speaking of that, you showed up to the reunion in, you were dressed to fight. You had cornrows, tennis shoes. You had everything that a girl that I know from my hood would be wearing when she's showing up to Brawl. Did you come there with the intention to fight, or did you come there with the intention to be prepared in case somebody wanted to fight you?
Yeah, so I've never been the fighter, Jason, on the show. Even though it does seem like I'm always in some in all my seasons, like, I don't really like, I'm not there to be like, yeah, and I'm gonna knock your head off, bitch, and run up on somebody. Like, I don't really, that's not really the Natalie way. But if the bitches are saying they're not me and that there was a leaked audio from one girl, then bitch, I'm coming prepared. Like, I'm not, first of all, I'm going to always defend myself. So if you swing, bitch, it's going to be a brawl. But I'm like, well, bitch, I'm finna have my hair how it's supposed to be because ain't no one else gonna be snatching my wig off. Like, we're not doing all that.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to the reunion, and literally as my car pulled in, they came to my trailer and said, have you seen everything on social media? I'm like, of course we've seen it all. Sarah, who was on the show, you all had a physical confrontation, right? You guys got into it on the show. Well,
not physical, but we've had a lot of exchanged words on Baddies ATL throughout the series.
Very heated experience. Okay, so she had released all these audio clips of you prior to the reunion and then decided not to show up. Let me go through one of the audio clips. This was one of the clips where she recorded you privately saying something about Sydney Star. Take a listen.
What are you guys doing with Sydney? Trash. Natalie picks her. That's the first one out the door. Trash. That's why I'm just letting everybody just have their moment for a second. It's almost over. We're like 3 episodes away.
So in that clip, you were having a conversation with her that you thought was private. All these clips were what you thought were private conversations. And then you called Sydney Star trash. First, I want to know, what was your reaction to finding out that you were being secretly recorded? And then secondly, why did you say that Sydney was trash?
So, yeah. Sarah was calling me for weeks while the show was going on, complaining about the way she was looking, edited wise. And she was just kind of like, Natalie, as someone that you've known the longest from Bad Girls Club, I would feel like you would make me look better. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not editing the show. I'm just an EP on the show. Like, I'm not in the editing room. I don't have control over what is airing on the episodes. So she began to record my conversations, and over the weeks when the episodes were airing, Sarah had got into it with Sydney, she had got into it with Seven on the show, she had got into it with all the girls. So every week when she would call me about one of them, I would have to try my hardest as an executive producer to keep Sarah on board. Like, we needed her at the reunion, we needed her to just continue to participate in promoting the series. And so when she would call me, she would be like, and look what Sydney did on this week's episode. I'm like, yes, girl, I get it. She's trash. Don't worry. You'll have your final say at the reunion. And so as anybody that works in the TV industry behind the scenes, the girls or whoever's on the show, they're complaining nonstop about whatever the is going on the project. So I had to try my hardest to keep Sarah on board and in the sense of wanting to participate still, because she was complaining off of episode 1.
So are you saying that watching the reunion and seeing how hard it was for me to keep us together for a couple of hours was kind of an indication of what you had to go through the entire season?
The entire season. And it was every day, Jason, she would call. At one point, we started all going live, and I was like, listen, Sarah has been calling me, and then I would add all the girls in the live. And it was just to the point where we're not going to keep dragging me into the middle of it. And so Sarah's crying on the live, Janelle's saying I didn't mean to say. It was just nonstop. And so I finally was like, bitch, look, if you don't like these hoes, when we get to the reunion, say your piece, fight whoever the you want to fight, but just bring your ass. She was recording me secretly like a snake ass bitch that the she is, and started releasing the audio, but never wanted to release what she was saying in the audio. So it was just sounded like me just talking to myself. Like, bitch, you was the one calling me, complaining, talking about each one of these girls, and I was just trying to agree with you or sometimes disagree with you, but tell you, don't worry, when we get to the reunion, you can say your piece. And it just went left. She tried her hardest to make it seem like I was just talking about all these girls, don't like none of them, and just leaked audio.
She was basically, from what you were saying at the reunion, she was gaslighting you into these conversations and then releasing your portion to make all the girls hate you, right?
Period. And I told the girls, if you guys want to be stupid enough to fall right into Sarah's trap, then let's go. I'm not coming to my reunion. I'm the EP of the show. I will be there prepared for whatever the y'all bitches want to do. So when she started releasing the everybody was kind of questioning well, why'd you say that? Why'd you say that? Well, bitch, you guys know why I said it, because this went on for weeks. Sarah did not stop with the complaining. It went on and on. I was calling them. I was connecting calls. And so I don't think any of them were completely shocked. Matter of fact, none of them bitches are shocked, because they all sit on the phone and talk about everyone all the time. They just didn't get recorded and their didn't get leaked. Because every single one of the girls from the Bad Girls Club talked about another one from the show. But the only difference was Sarah's snaky ass recorded me and released it and acted like she wasn't saying nothing.
Well, who talks about who that we don't know?
Listen, I just recorded a Baddie Code episode, which is a new show that we're doing, and we're filming in Sacramento. And I just had the girls out here in Sacramento at a studio where we were recording. And they were in the hair and makeup room, and one of them was like recording on her Instagram, and in the background, another one was talking about Judy. And so that leaked, and I'm like, y'all all be talking.
Who was it?
I'll give it to you. So it was Christina and Erica in the hair and makeup chair at the set, and Erica was talking shit about Judy. And it hit the BGC blogs like, why is Erica in the background talking shit about Judy? And I'm like, because we all be talking shit, bro. Stop acting like. And then Erica was like, Christina, why didn't you mute it? Because Christina is the Sarah. Like,
so